Hello, it's that time of year again when we are prepared to buy seeds and get started for the growing season of the year. This gets me so excited when we have to just jumble around, buy all the seeds that we need. My name is Reggie from Back Garden, and today that's exactly what we'll be doing. I'll show you when to buy the seeds, where to buy the seeds, and how to store it. So at this time of the year, you get loads and loads and loads of catalogs from different seed manufacturers. And this can be very daunting, especially when you're a new gardener. You might not know what to go for and where to buy the seeds, and eventually you might even be put off. No, I don't want you to do that at all. The other thing is that these catalogs, what can happen when you have loads of them like that, is that you might end up buying so many seeds and you might not have the space to plant them, or you might have the space to plant them, but you might not need some of the things that you end up buying. So what I would say is the first thing that you have to keep in mind when these seeds come in and when you are preparing to buy seeds is to first decide on what you want to plant first. What you want to plant for the season first, and the space that you have before you venture going into all these catalogs, so that you don't buy unnecessary seeds that you might not necessarily. The next thing is to buy your seeds early, just so that you have a very long growing season. If you live in the Western Hemisphere, especially in the UK, where the growing season is very short, if you wait until April when the sun is fully out, you'll be cutting yourself short. So it's always very good to start planting indoors way before April. That's about 6 weeks before your last frost. Last frost in the southeast of the UK is around the first week of April. Count 6 weeks back, which is into February thereabout. So it's best to start growing indoors if you are planting things like aubergines, okra, and peppers and stuff like that. They need a very long growing season, so you don't want to cut yourself short. You don't want to have very few yields. You want to have the full season to be able to grow them. So that's one reason why you have to buy your seeds early. So let's go to the next issue that will help you with your seeds. Buy your seeds from a reputable company to ensure that they have a good chance of germinating. If you're looking for a specific or rare variety of seeds, then you can actually go to these specialized seed companies and you can get exactly what you're looking for. It is a good practice to support your local seed companies or garden centers by actually buying from them to help their businesses as well. Yes, when you purchase seeds from your local seed centers, you are sure that the seeds you purchase from there will very likely be already accustomed to the conditions in your the growing conditions in your local area. So that is one reason why it's a good idea to buy from your local seed companies. Then also the local seeds are usually cheaper and often contain more seeds for your money. If you're worried about all these big seed manufacturing companies, I would say simply pick up seeds from your local supermarket. When you go shopping, just pick them up there. They are equally very good. Don't worry about going to order these seeds unless I'll say if you need specific varieties or rare varieties that you cannot otherwise get from your local supermarket. There are also many types of seeds that you can purchase from the shops. However, for today's purposes, we will only limit ourselves to two. These are the ones that you are very likely to come across when you go to purchase your seeds. For nearly all the seeds that you actually purchase, you can save the seeds from the fruits that they bear, apart from a particular one called that is described as F1. So here I've got a sweet corn F1 Alida. Yeah, So for this kind of seed, you plant it as normal, but the only problem is that once the sweet corn comes out, you cannot save those seeds to produce the same kind of quality that you had in this one. It will end up being something else. So we advise that whilst you can plant them and get very good yields, there's no need to save these seeds for replanting next year. F1 simply means filial one, that is first generation. What that means is that the manufacturer, the seed manufacturer, what they have done is actually to cross a particular breed with another breed just to get the very good qualities of those. So the resultant effect is a very good quality, which is called the F1. F1 seeds are usually resistant to certain diseases. They give better yields. They taste much better most of the time. So it's good if you are a new gardener. I would say, by all means, go for F1. It will help you. It will go a long way to help you. Yeah, but then those are not the only seeds that you can get. All the general seeds that you can get will do good. Just that you can save those seeds for replanting next year, but you cannot save these seeds for replanting next year. These will cost you a little bit more in terms of funds than all the other seeds. However, these will give you better yields. As with any other consumables, you have expiry dates. So when it comes to seeds, the fact that the seeds, I won't say buy expired seeds, by all means, no. Buy seeds that are in dates and that have long lifespan. I've got this one here. This is Alicante tomato, and this expires in, I don't know if you can see, it expires in 2021, November 2021. Okay, so I hope I'll be able to use it all before November 2021. But the fact that say if I'm not able to use it in November, I can still continue and use it next season. The only problem is that when it comes to germination. So the fact that it has expired doesn't mean it will not germinate. It will have less chance. Let's say if I planted 3, I might end up with only 1 germinating or 2 germinating out of the 3. So it's always good to use fresh seeds, newer seeds, than to use old seeds. So if you cannot use all the seeds, it doesn't mean you've lost out. Not at all. Apart from the expiry date, it's also good that you grow something that you will enjoy. The whole idea about growing your own food or your own plants is to enjoy them. So there's no point in planting stuff, let's say broccoli for instance, if you are not going to eat it, unless you have somebody to give it to. So to encourage you to keep gardening, I would say plant what you think you will enjoy, because when you know you're going to enjoy it, then you are very likely to look after it. So by all means, plant what you think you will enjoy. If you have children, for instance, it is a good idea to plant things like to get them to plant things like sunflower. Sunflower, for instance, kids love it so much, and once they see that is sunflower, they are very likely to look after it themselves. So another important thing is to try something new. So what I do personally is that every year I plant something unique, something completely new. So for instance, if you are used to planting red tomatoes, you can decide to plant yellow tomatoes the next season, or I mean this season. Or if in addition to planting your red tomatoes, you plant 1 black tomatoes as well, and then see how that goes. So that's another thing that you can do with the seeds. These are just to give you ideas as to what seeds you should buy and how to go about them. Once you buy your seeds, you can decide to start planting indoors. If you are not ready to plant the seeds, I would say put them in a tight sealed container and put them in a very cool environment, dark environment, so that they don't sprout before you've planted them. Okay. So in conclusion, when buying your seeds, please plan before purchasing your seeds. Buy your seeds early. Buy seeds from your local shops if you can, and then know what type of seeds you're purchasing, whether it's F1 or just the standard kind of seeds. Pay heed to the expiry date as well, which is usually at the back. And then I'll say grow what you enjoy and try something new. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to the channel and put any comments down below there. Thank you.